He hands you a case file, and he says, "This one will really help to get rid of your car debt, Freddy." There's the case file. If somebody'd like to read out loud, I don't care who.
All right, I guess that's me.
Words.
All right. Let's see here. Find her son, Franklin. I think it's pronounced what? Dubois?
That's right.
All right. Age 16. He has been missing for 2 days. Police are turning up no leads. Franklin ran away from his home, the evening of 2 days ago, after he and his mother had a fight and the police were called. He has been missing since and was reported so by his mother to the police 1 day ago. There you go. All right, I got to clean the monitor. Each PC is getting $50 a day plus a bonus of $300 each for the safe return of Franklin to his mother. The payment is going through the PI office. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys, that means cash. Freddy, that means paying off his large debt that he owes for wanton destruction of a young detective agency vehicle.
And if I do remember, sir, we were here a couple of weeks ago when we put in our paperwork for carry permits and our PI licenses and all that good stuff.
Excellent. He says he attempts his bureaucracy roles for his organizational thing. Take card, Ralph, for remembering. Let's see. First for Ralph's PI license is still being worked on. However, they've got Colburn's PI license and Ralph's concealed carry. They, for some reason, Ralph, have your concealed. Okay, so right, concealed carry permit, no PI license, and Colburn gets no concealed carry permit, but he has a PI license now. They're still working on the other documentation.
What's the name of this area again?
Pardon? Oh, this place is called Voras.
Bor
V
ass.
V-O-R.
There you go. I typed it in for you.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna go and grab my I'm gonna put my sword in my locker, grab my gun and my holster and my license and all that. Put it away.
If I'm remembering right, didn't he assign you, Freddy, a pistol, a revolver?
Yeah, it's in my locker.
Yeah.
Is it staying in your locker?
No, I took it out now. I put my sword in there.
Okay. It's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but with weapons. TJ, are you still carrying that fucking tuba case around or whatever? Trumpet case?
Fuck yeah.
I'm a musician.
None of my shit leaves me until you tell me this shit goes away, or I draw one of those cards and have to start killing shit.
Okay. Your character,
he's about to go into the fucking woods. He's got one of those big fucking camper packs on his back, a fucking tuba case, and like just like let's see, what's general fucking outfit for my guy? Like fucking black boots, fucking overalls with a pocket in the front, and like a fucking tool belt on. There you go.
He looks like an evil fucking camping redneck with a tuba fetish.
So,
how are you dressed, Ralph? What kind of gear are you toting around? Like
nothing. Jeans, t-shirt.
Okay, you're traveling light. He's got all the camping.
Yeah, whatever you want to call that fucking clothes my guy's wearing in the picture there. Those are that's fucking clothes.
Firefighter.
I thought I like the bib overall with the fucking big boots and shit. It's like I'm ready to go crawfish hunting or killing people. I don't care which.
He's dressed in a fucking firefighter outfit. There you go.
Okay, that's disappointing. I like the bib overalls with the pocket in the middle. You look like one of those kind of hicks that like.
Billy, that's all you ever want in your campaign.
So, Freddy, there's a locker room here, and you just went to the locker room, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you did? Yeah. Excellent.
You guys each have a small locker.
All right. Well, I'll rummage through other people's lockers looking for a trench coat and a fedora. We're detectives now. We got to dress with style.
Give me a luck roll to find some poor bastard shit and loot it.
Oh, yeah. Are there fucking other lockers here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like they're being looted right now by Wade.
I fucking opened one of the lockers.
Yeah, where's there it is.
No problem. You guys are going through, and there's like all kinds of garbage.
Ah, there it is.
Swade pulls out a fucking hat and stuff.
Hey, look, this guy's got my PI license too here. I knew it was in this trench coat.
The little picture on the locker is the same guy that didn't like Freddy before from when Freddy met him and got directed to the PI license. Same guy. Freddy just looks like, I know this will be blamed on me.
Nice.
What's in my locker? I just look in it.
Give me a luck roll. I don't know.
Success.
A gun, ID, PI ID, and a gun, and a shoulder holster, and a box of bullets, and several Sleestack condoms, ribbed for your pleasure.
Right. Hey, Ralph, you want a gun?
Yeah, thanks. I'll even take the bullets if you don't mind.
Oh, fuck, take all that shit.
I make sure it's loaded.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Right. They loot their fellow PIs and stuff like that.
We're team players. We share.
They wouldn't have left it in here if they didn't need it.
They're free to use my empty locker anytime they
I
want.
make sure to lock
Literally,
my locker.
they're not working a case right now. Nobody leaves their fucking gun behind.
If only you had a lock. That's a kick in the nuts. Thanks, Freddy.
Hey, there's a sword in this one.
Hey,
Take it.
Usually you got to say like voom voom or some kind of wishy. What was that for your bow? Twang or something? You got to say Shazam. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got.
Shazam.
yeah, that's still in my case on my back.
Waka waka waka.
I know at least you are wearing big, awkward things on your back now, and Ralph's just going around styling a fedora and stuff. The hat's too big for you because it's made for a fucking Sleestack. Plus, it's got a hole in the center for the horn to come out.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh
so I'm gonna
God, you need to find a dildo.
flashbacks.
Disguise yourself as a Sleestack.
Freddy's going through some sort of weird flashbacks right now.
Just nervous twitching.
As you're going out, it's like Johnny's got a fedora just like
Oh,
that.
wait, before we go out, I need to ask Detective Young, where is the client located? There's no address. There's no address on the note.
You were given all the relevant details and stuff.
Okay.
I take a card for asking a good question. It does save you some shoe leather. Hello, are you Mrs. Du Bois? No? Next. Hello, are you?
All right. Now, Freddy, I know you're the leader. I get that. But what do you say we start at the police station? What if he actually got arrested and he got lost in the system?
In the office.
I like the way you think.
That'd be great. You know, he's in the holding cell. You know.
Did we, will we assign another caller?
Yeah, they allow you to sign for one since you're the senior detective and leading these guys. They remind you, be careful of the cops, and because anytime you get into these kind of weird cases and stuff, be careful of the cops and stay the fuck away from the feds.
Okay.
Super careful of both because they may decide to dissect you and shit.
Okay. I mentioned this to Slade.
How much do you still owe in the car, Freddy?
After all the receipts and everything, I owe. Hold on, let me just check my notes.
How much does this pay? Oh, yeah, there it is.
$50 a day, plus a bonus if you get the guy back. It's good for 1980s.
Fuck yeah.
I owe $1,500.
Okay. They give you Mr. Young gives you the keys and he says, this one's got the $2,000 deductible, same as the other one. So try to be careful with it. It's at this point when you realize that you may never see money in this zone again.
Infinite credits? Question mark?
He just looks at you and goes, "Good luck on the case."
Alright, I take the keys, look at the other two. I take it I'm driving or
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have to show us the way. Lead by example.
That's great. You keep this up, we'll make you into a senior grade PI. You'll get an extra $5 a day for that.
I don't have a license.
Yeah, well, he puts his claw on your shoulder. We'll get your paperwork sorted out. Don't you worry.
No, I have a PI license. I just don't have a driver's license.
Oh, you got birth certificate? Well, no, probably not. He says, we'll see what we can do on that.
Ooh.
well, I don't have one either. I'm
Wait.
driving.
Hey, question. Do you guys have driver's education courses here?
You hear a car wreck outside, and he goes, "What's that?"
Excellent.
Freddy, give me a luck roll. I just am curious if it's your car that got wrecked into or not.
That would be so sad.
I just shit back.
But it wouldn't be my fault though.
Oh, sure it would.
What?
Hey Tim,
Yeah.
if this whole PI thing doesn't work out here, what do you say you and I start up a used car lot? We'd make bank here.
Well, I said that the last time. A mechanic.
Oh, did you?
A mechanic. Well, no, a mechanic would do fucking great here.
I'll jump into the car.
I'm thinking they already have used car sales here, but somebody who's fixing cars would make a fucking killing here.
No, remember all the cars were all over the side of the roads? We just need to get a tow truck.
Tow truck.
We just scavenge the parts and just sell the parts.
This conversation is continuing as you're driving him off to Acadia Du Bois's home.
Yeah.
Something I could totally do.
Yeah, what do you say we just get some chains and just, keep
All
them in
right,
the trunk in
I
case
gotta
we gotta
remember
pull something along.
Or ass.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanical life.
Mechanical
Life. Scavenger.
You guys eventually reach this poor, unsuspecting lady's home. I mean, she's all worried about her kid, but you cruise up and you're pretty sure she'll have something new to worry about. Freddy, I'm assuming you're going at your normal snail's driving pace and shit. Give me a drive roll plus 20. This is for not doing something horrible. They have roads and stuff here where you are. It's not like some of the areas you've driven in where there's, just horrible shit going on and stuff. Although driving here is a lot closer to the driving in Russia videos that I'm sure we've all seen. Okay, no problem. You pull up. So far, the car is undestroyed, but you know that will all change soon. And you guys pull up. It looks like a pretty typical suburban house. It's a little bit run down. It's not a super duper wealthy neighborhood. It's a one story with attached garage, and it looks like it's poor but well maintained.
Okay. I'll go up and either ring the doorbell if there is one or not if there isn't.
Okay, I'm assuming you guys are following the Great Leader.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
No problem. A lady Sleestack opens the door and looks at you a bit nervously and says, "Yes?"
I hold out my ID and say, Detective Firestarter, these are my colleagues, Detective Slade, Detective Maddox. We're here about your son.
"Oh, please come in." "Did you say Firestarter?" she says.
I fucking look at him too, like,
What an unusual name.
the guy with the fucking horrible burns all over his face looks over at you.
She notices one of the PIs is dressed as a firefighter. She's like,
We have to have somebody watch him at all times, ma'am. Carry on.
"Oh," she says. As she's talking to you, she's like trying to get any valuable items away from where Freddy can see. "Please start the fire." "Thank you so much for coming," she says, moving a vase further away from Freddy. "Please have a seat." You over there, she says to Freddy. She put you in the older couch.
It's just a name.
She looks at the fireman and is not convinced.
My God!
And they're anti-supporting your fast dog. One of them shaking his head, and the other one's sitting there going, "We gotta keep an eye on him."
What, you want me to do a fast talk then?
No, it's not going to help because they're clearly making her believe that no, you're a menace to society, her house, and everybody. She says, "What can I how can I help you to find Franklin?"
Tell us about the day he went missing.
Well, I called the police 2 days ago after Franklin didn't follow home. We had a fight the night before. It was about Franklin's father. I admitted I'd burned his father's letter, and he got very angry. And she points at an obvious punch mark in the wall. He punched the wall and smashed up some things. I called the police, but by the time they arrived, took my statement, he'd already left on his bicycle. He's still in school. We've had a number of fights since he'd received that letter 3 months ago. One of the fights this month, I got scared. I called the police, but I didn't want Franklin arrested. When he left on his bike, he took a backpack with him. I don't know what was in it, but it seemed like he had it ready to go. I don't know where he could have gone. I tried calling his best friend, Aiden Sawyer, but nobody picked up.
Where's the father live?
I'm not sure. She kind of goes and just kind of gazes off into the distance. Give me rolls.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what kind of roll?
Empathy. I'm assuming that the sleeve stacks are super easy to read unless you're failing, and that's because they're sleeve stacks. Freddy looks totally baffled at the giant black eyes and shit. Let's see. Colburn, you're thinking she seems a bit spacey. Suede, you suspect that there's something else at work here. This is not normal spaciness. I mean, could be like mid-onset Alzheimer's and, with this, but that's unlikely.
Are you divorced or separated?
She says,
Ma'am, are you alright?
Yes. I'm so sorry. Would you like something to drink? Coffee, tea?
Tea would be lovely.
I would suggest
gets up and goes in the other room. Oh, sorry. It's a two-story house. My bad. Everybody take card. My bad.
I look at the other two. She seemed okay to you.
She's a fucking sleeve stack.
He's all prejudiced and shit.
While she's in there making tea, I kind of just poke around, look for some family photos, look for, glamour shots. It's the 80s. They got this stuff all over the place.
There is a notable absence. This is only ground floor here because you're not free ranging the house yet. I know.
Right.
There are only two things.
Anybody?
What?
I'll take one.
Putting it right there in the middle.
Okay.
There's a notable absence of family photographs here on the ground floor. The only other thing of interest in this part of the ground floor is that the hole that is punched in the wall by the front door is easily noticeable. That's pretty much it down here. Jeez.
And then playing immediately when I walk. Oh, wait. Go ahead. Sorry, pardon me.
What you play immediately?
It's not a play immediately.
Oh, good.
Yep. Just wait a second. I actually, fuck that. I look at her and go, everything seems to be okay here. I walk back outside and look at the car. I can drive this tanker. I play that card, get in the vehicle, sit in the driver's seat and go, vroom, vroom. And then add
just like Trump.
Yeah. One.
Logan,
Yeah.
the notable hole. I go ahead and I just kind
Wait
of
a
just
minute.
pull out some of that drywall. I want to see what kind of construction these Lee stacks live in.
It's not great, but it's give me a architecture or construction role.
Just so happens I'm really good at architecture.
Ooh,
Yeah. The architect sketch. It looks kind of like the normal 1980s stuff. I'm not sure if we still were loving asbestos in the 80s or not. Probably.
Yeah.
Asbestos, cocaine, whatever.
Vroom, vroom.
Space drywall.
Oh, did he just walk outside?
No.
No, you did.
Oh, okay.
You find yourself in a car wondering, how the fuck did I get here?
Vroom, vroom.
Would you like to hotwire it and maybe go on a joyride?
Tempting.
I'm a lawyer, man.
There, man.
That's still one of the best scenes we've ever had in the game, I think. So,
I'm having lots of flashbacks with Freddy and old Jason. This is good shit.
oh yeah.
Did this house have a garage? Was there like a garage
Yep.
door tied to the house?
You probably have to go through the kitchen to get there where the lady is your guess, based on your amazing amount of architectural skill. Plus, you got to see the house from the outside. That really
All right.
you glance out. You're near the front door. You see Colburn is in the car. He looks like he's simultaneously having fun playing with the car wheel and angry for some reason that he rolled. So
All right. So I just gotta tip my hat and head into the kitchen there and say, "Excuse me, ma'am. Do you mind if I have a look around?"
Oh, sure. She wipes away whatever passes for tears in Sleestack. Certainly, anything that you think will help out to find Franklin. But do me a small favor.
Hmm?
Could you keep an eye on Mr. Firestarter while you do so?
I nod.
Thank you. I mean, I've never met anybody who had such an arson problem that they had to travel with their own fireman.
He's in recovery.
I see. Well, he looks so normal. I mean, for a monkey.
It all happened after he was camping one night not too long ago.
I see. Well, after I get done making the tea and you've had time to look around, any other things that I can help tell you about, I'm happy to.
Excellent. Right. Mr. Firestarter, this way.
Shows Freddy with a book of matches.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Yeah, you set down an actual book of matches and wonder where they came from. Discovering that there's a book of matches in your hand is a bit troubling. I will ask for a Sandy roll, especially because of the logo on the front of the book of matches.
I swear it's like okay. Yep, cool.
Oh, I made it. It's only 1 point toward.
What is that?
I've got one of those.
A paradigm distortion or what?
Sure.
Okay. Wait, you have one of these?
Yeah. Can I borrow that book of matches?
I hand it to you.
You do realize if we worship you as a fire god, you can combat the ice god, don't you? I open up the book of matches.
All right. It looks like just normal matches and stuff.
No address, no phone numbers, no.
I was gonna say it does say for a good time call, J. Swift, and then it has a phone number, but it doesn't have the area code. It says 8675-309.
I point at the picture. You've seen this before.
Oh, and on the back, it has like one of those quotes. And the quote is, I'll type it in for you because it's got weird. There you go.
The eyes have it.
it appears that it's both mysterious and powerful, and its power is only exceeded by its mystery.
Just out of curiosity, have you been having any weird dreams lately?
Cut to it shows Freddy like clawing his way out of this weird fucking full body jizz mask and all these fucking sleaze stack dancing around and hitting him with penises and shit. And he's like,
You're gonna have to be a bit more descriptive when you say weird.
Do you feel like your dreams were guided?
Tim, are you coming back in the house or you want to?
Yeah, I'll come back in the house.
No problem. Holy shit.
The door. Like, just boom, look around. Where is he?
You see Ralph is holding a book of matches, or sorry, Colbert or Swade is holding a book of matches in front of Freddy Firestarter.
Let's see. Where is unarmed?
Or you want grapple?
No.
Oh, I know you.
Unarmed. Where the fuck is unarmed? Oh, under martial.
Under. At the top.
I attempt to slap it out of his hand. Logan, run with it.
All right, and the fumble card is, holy Christ, massive strain. Whatever you did was massively painful, costing you both hit points and magic points of the amount of D10. you crash, you fall over, and it shows like things piercing you, and you're like,
right. Can I spend a pause on that?
That'll give you a new fumble card if you do.
It sounds better than potentially dying at 10 hit points.
Right. Wrong target stuff. You go slap yourself for 1 stun. You say. You remember that in your dreams also, Freddy. It shows a guy whipping himself.
Put it down. Put it down now. I look at the fucking matches like it's a gun.
I just put it in my pocket.
All right.
You're going to make him slap himself to death if you keep waving around matches.
All right. I was going to start out by checking out the garage. I feel safe to roam around now that the fire marshal is here to contain Mr. Firestarter.
That makes good sense to me.
Yeah, I was going to go check out the garage.
I want to check out his room upstairs.
Do you wish to split up the party at this stage?
I follow the Firestarter.
Well, I'll check the garage out with him.
I was going to say, I'm not, it's not so time sensitive that you must all immediately split up to do different things.
Yeah, no, I'm saying after the garage.
No problem. The garage contains a car. There's some empty hooks on a wall, presumably where a bicycle hung.
That's what I was checking for.
There's also a metal pail that contains some remains, like ashes and stuff. It's a small metal pail. It's not like there's a dead body remains in there. But it looks like there's some fragments of something in there. And other than that, that's about it in the garage.
What kind of fragment?
You guys sort through the fragments. 2 fragments survive. 1 fragment is part of the design that looks like a series of dots forming a kind of, it's a V, but the arms are a bit curved of the V. And the other looks kind of like a strange symbol that especially warped or depraved individual may have tattooed on their arm at some point.
What does it look like?
Let's see. Tim, could you raise your right arm?
No.
Roll back your sleeve just a bit if you could.
Fair enough.
Yeah, a bit like that. Yeah, that's kind of, but it looks more funny. There's another fragment that reads, Carcosa calls to me as it calls to them, and as it may call for you someday. If so, seek out Harold ... And here's a copy paste of that so that you can put it on the note spike. Look at TJ's fucking joy on his face. That's joy right there. He's like, wee! Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Freddy looks less full of joy.
Come on, Freddy. Join us.
Freddy's having more flashbacks again. It seems that doing certain things around him causes him just instant flashbacks. Unfortunately, his sand's super high. If it was less than half of what it is now, he would definitely have a permanent sandy in there.
All right.
That's it for the garage.
Have we
Only
seen
garage.
this V symbol anywhere else in the West?
Give me Cthulhu Mythos rolls all around.
No, thank you.
Let's see. Maybe I can one this fucker.
Well, it's how you learn. Wade knows. Right. The V symbol is a summoning for Hastur or along the lines of the king. You need to do it correctly with stone blocks, correct time of year, which, come to think of it, is about that time of year. The usual things, you know. Alderon's not far away. It's Californication. And you guys are in California. The pieces all match.
Okay. I want to go back inside and ask
Okay.
the lady, ma'am, what is the name of your husband?
Pardon?
Your husband's name.
I don't think I'm married, actually. She says. She looks around, confused.
Do you remember what was in that letter? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I burned it in the garage.
Yes, but did you read the letter?
No. No, I don't. Well, did I?
You burned it in the garage?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get your tea for you. She has the tea done. She brings it into the living room.
Go back into the garage.
You go back in the garage.
The remains of what looks like something that burned?
Yeah, it looks like a letter was burned. That's what contained the phrase, the yellow sign, the dots with the V. But give me a evidence analysis roll there, Colbert Maddox, Fire Marshal. Yes. This is definitely paper, and it contains words, and you stand behind each and every word there.
Right. There are words here. Wait. Fuck. Right. Are there any pads of paper or anything around in this house? I started looking around for paper.
You go find some paper. There it is.
Like anything was written on top of it?
No. Well, probably inconsequential shit like grocery lists, etc.
Got it.
Buy more cucumbers. I'm lonely. Whatever. The usual.
Is there a phone book anywhere?
Sure, of course. In the 80s, everybody had a phone book, even if they didn't use it, because they would deliver them to you. And so
is there a Harold the Boy in the book?
Nope.
Okay.
While you're in there, why don't you find Aiden Sawyer's address? Actually, that's his friend, so he might not be in there, but how many Sawyers can there be?
Oh, I know his address, she says from the air room where she's like serving up the tea and stuff.
All right, so I jot that address down here. Aiden Sawyer's address.
I cross-reference it to make sure she's not actually.
There's no Aiden Sawyer in the phone book. There's several other Sawyers. Okay. John Sawyer, Tim Sawyer, Tom Sawyer, etc.
All right. That's fine. Ma'am, is it alright if we have a look through your son's room?
Of course, it's upstairs. She looks wildly at the fire marshal. He seems to be rocking out right now.
I guess I'll go up with him.
All right, the other two are heading upstairs. Tim, you have choices.
Keep an eye on the fire starter.
All right, no problem. You guys all head upstairs. Upstairs, as you're going up the stairs and stuff, posters adorn the wall and also one on the stairs themselves. They display advertisements for various plays and musicals like Streetcar Named Desire, The King and I, etc. These are all for performances at something called the Majestic. Let's see. The posters appear detailed and interesting. If you want more information on those, let me know. Otherwise, it's at the end of the hallway, she calls up helpfully.
Fuck. Fucking bad things, man. Bad things. Are we at the door?
Oh, as you begin approaching the bedroom, which is the door is unadorned, you begin feeling a feeling of vertigo. The corridor leading to the rooms.
And Logan's dead.
Well, it's really bad if the fucking guy running the game show starts freezing. Holy shit. It's so evil it sucked fucking Logan into a vortex.
That's
Logan.
English internet for you. Am I back?
There he is. There he is.
Yeah,
There he
yeah.
is.
My God. As you guys begin approaching the bedroom, you are overcome by a feeling of vertigo, and the corridor leading to the room seems to lengthen, and the theater posters hanging on the hallway walls angle toward you.
Oh boy.
Did I freeze again?
No, you're good. No, we're
Okay.
just in shock. Right. Posters. Are the posters all over the hall?
Yeah.
All right.
Post-
So poster number 1, rip.
no problem. You begin ripping
Poster
down the
number 2,
posters.
rip. Work my way
They-
towards the room.
They're in like little frames and stuff. Like these are precious or whatever.
Smash.
Okay.
Smash. Does it get easier?
No. The vertigo thing is still there. The posters appear to have nothing to do with it. You're just destroying her property. And the lady calls up from downstairs, "Mr. Firestarter, please don't let him destroy anything." Or I'm sorry, Mr. Fire Marshal, please don't let him destroy anything.
Don't worry, we've got him under control now.
As more shit gets blamed on Freddy, who's doing nothing bad.
I'm gonna like hold on to Slade just to make sure he doesn't fall over or something, and continue walking forward.
Got a soldier forward.
Yeah, he's dry humping you as you guys walk together down. Tim, you've got several of the posters. You notice that all the performances seem to be between 8 and 18 years ago. There's also some sort of commonality between these posters that you notice right away because it's like typed on there and shit. Or maybe you don't. Give me an evidence analysis roll to notice the commonality.
I don't notice it, but question, Logan.
They all have words.
Does it say either producer or location of the play?
It's a place called the Majestic.
The Majestic.
The Majestic. No problem. Meanwhile, you guys all cluster up. The door. Who wants to touch the door?
I wait for our fearless leader.
Of
Excellent.
course. Yep. Fine.
He opens the door and, like, right across, like the wall facing the door, you see the hideous yellow sign that looks like it's just writhing around, and you can see almost the tentacles are reaching for you. Everybody give me a Sandy roll. It's 0 if you make it, sadly. Swade's like, yellow sign. Freddy's like, yellow sign.
Yeah,
And
that's hard for Timmy.
Timmy
Holy
goes,
shit.
I made a Sandy roll. Holy Christ. It looks like it was spray painted on the bedroom door opposite, or bedroom wall opposite the door.
Right.
Is it still writhing?
It always seems to be kind of writhing around a bit. You just don't give a shit because you've got weirder shit. What?
Wallpaper or paint?
It was spray painted onto the paint of the wall.
All right.
I'd like to watch Detective Firestarter here. I want to observe his investigative skills so I can evaluate how much I trust him for all of his other information.
Very well. Chose to take out a book of matches and start the fire. What do you do, Freddy? The other two guys are the two old, experienced bastards are standing in the doorway, pushing you in and watching you. You hate them so much. It's like flames on the side of your face, burning hot. Let me describe the room. This may help. Sheets are carelessly discarded on the floor. A desk overflows with school books, random newspapers, magazines scattered on the floor. The walls also have posters for Macbeth, Hamlet, somebody called Titus Andronicus, some highfalutin shit nobody gives a shit about. Everybody give me forensics or evidence analysis rolls. Your choice. Pick one.
Okay.
They all glare at Freddy. If you make it, I just won't tell him for you. Oh, he made it. Freddy, you're thinking this room definitely has the look of a room that's either been hastily searched or in the vernacular tossed. That's your description. Go.
Any diaries or journals or notes that might be lying around somewhere?
Yes, lots.
I go through them.
All right. You find a interim report card, like school report card, in the papers on the desk, revealing a substantial drop in grades between the first and second quarters. Another note. You find a folded handwritten note pinned to a corkboard reading, D, I'm worried about you. You need to stop. This is dangerous. I still care about you. V, P.S., I'm still having the nightmares. Aren't you? Here's a copy paste for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And other printed shit, or notes rather, taped beneath Franklin's phone are numbers for the signs.
The signs.
Copy paste, including a bunch of initials or some shit.
Oh, good. Okay.
You see the other two are watching you. Yeah, Ralph's character goes over to the bathroom, which is fortunately upstairs. But the fire marshal seems to be looking at you with a gleam in his fucking eyes. He clutches his tuba case. He's still wearing a giant backpack and shit for some reason. Everybody else just figures it's full of like chemical accelerants and stuff. As far as notes go, just notes. That's only the notes from here.
So this is just a note. There's no.
Oh no, there's other shit.
No, I mean the note that says the signs. Not the signs. The note from D. I'm worried about you and all that.
Right.
Is that there's no address attached to it.
No, it's a handwritten note that says everything there, and it's stuck to the cork board. Oh, TJ, give me a spot hidden roll. Let's see. Right. Ralph, your character comes back from the bathroom. There's no overt clues in there. You see Colburn is looking up at the ceiling.
Did you guys check the vents? Did you guys even look behind the door? Because cops would just walk in, toss the place, probably not look behind the door.
I'm still looking through the notes.
No to all your questions is your guess. But you do notice Colburn is continuing to staring straight up.
I look up too.
You notice that there's one of those trap door things in the ceiling that probably goes to an attic is your guess.
Great. Okay.
It's like in the hallway just outside of the room. The
Yeah.
horrible yellow sign continues writhing and slowly working on extending one of its tentacles toward Freddy.
Do either of you know what that is? That part of the sign. Some Cthulhu bullshit, I'm assuming. Not my area of specialty.
Maybe I'll take you there someday. It's been a while. Do you like plays?
Not really.
You will. You will.
You like gladiators, Timmy?
It's a play.
Oh, here's a better picture of what that looks like. Yup. Yup.
What is
There
it?
you go.
Yeah, if I remember right, what is that? The yellow sign?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Congrats.
that was the
King and I.
Yes. The king in yellow, sir.
King in yellow.
When you say that, you can almost feel a kind of foreboding doom settle over your soul.
No. Stop that. Stop it.
The doom retreats quickly.
Just so you know, Colburn, I don't always tell him the right answers because I don't know what he's going to do with this information. Look at his eyes. Look into his eyes. I thought he was safer just knowing the king and I, but yeah.
All right.
Freddy, give me a spot hidden roll.
Oh, okay.
Since you're the only one in the room currently, the odds are patiently waiting to see what horrible shit you do.
Well,
You, outside of the window in the front street, you see a guy riding by on a bike that looks like that. And he's passing some girl who's hurrying by the opposite direction who has purple hair.
Is there a mounted machine gun in the window that we could get him with?
Sadly, no. That would be a big help.
I hold them to other.
I keep looking up at the ceiling.
All right, what are you doing there, Sway?
Yeah, I'll head in. I'll peek like
I
behind.
tell him,
Oh, go ahead.
There's a guy with a strange bike outside. I show him.
What's that?
All right, I look for the guy on the bike.
Sure. You see him just before he disappears out of view going down the street. Give me a history roll, both of the guys who are staring at the bike. Nothing's happening with the trap door. You're thinking if you were to reach up, you can just barely get the trap door out of the way. And if you wanted to grab it and haul yourself up.
Grab the desk. I grabbed the desk.
Oh, you want to do it the easy way instead of just fucking muscle your way up there?
Hey, before you run off with that, let's take a look under the desk. Is there anything taped or glued or anything stuck to under the desk or anything like that, or under the drawers?
No, neither of you guys know shit about history. If it didn't happen when the internet was in existence, it's just not worth knowing.
Looks like some kind of fun slee stack bike, you know?
Are you wanting to do more thorough search then? Is what you're telling me? Because Freddy,
Yeah, we'll get the dress.
Yeah.
The bed.
One wants to go in the attic. One wants to go watch bicyclists, and yeah, I'm like looking, pulling the drawers out, looking under the drawers, looking under the desk, behind the desk, pull out the vents, roll up the carpet,
All right, you do a normal Logan search. I get it. You find crumpled in the waste paper bin by the desk is a suspension notice from Jefferson High School, suspending Franklin for 10 days ago through 4 days from now. So technically, he's still suspended right now. The listing of reasons for the suspension are violations of Jefferson High School Student Code of Conduct, specifically provisions addressing hate speech during the 11 days ago Jefferson High School recital. There's also a half-empty can of yellow spray paint that's rolled under the bed. The color looks familiar. And there's also a collection of annually printed road atlases stacked dating from this year to 6 years ago. And in all of them, the page for a rural area is torn out.
Is it related to the UFOs or a different rule area?
Not the UFO one, different one.
Okay.
Take card for finding weird interconnection stuff. I like that. Oh, that's right. All three of you guys were on that case, weren't you? Cool.
Good times.
So, meanwhile, since the desk is clean, Colburn Medex takes it over, sets it under the thing, gets up on it, gains access to the attic.
1 second.
With just his
Stop.
head. What?
Stop. I go over to the spray paint,
Yeah.
pick it up, and I cover up the old symbol and attempt to, on that wall, make something that looks similar to this with the yellow.
All right. Sure. Give me a painting roll. Yeah.
Hey, Freddy, do you have a junk card, Freddy?
Let me check. Yeah.
Skill.
If you want to just toss it.
Yeah.
Painting.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's not a fancy painting, but it'll give you a chance to get a new painting thing. I mean,
Voila.
it shows and looks, he's kind of, and it shows it across the window. Part of it's across Freddy. He's standing there looking at you like, the fuck was that?
Whatever I have to do to really get rid of the fucking yellow sign on that wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Take a card for getting rid of that, because that would probably be good. Now, after that, are you wanting to try to go up on the desk and stuff?
No. I hold the desk steady so Freddy can get on it.
Excellent. I was curious if you were going to get stuck with your
All
back.
right, I'll go up. Oh,
No problem. It shows them both pushing you up into the attic. And you're like, I don't want to go. And you just.
Use parkour.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got
You
rid of
mean
the
this-
I know. It's a write-in, though, right?
No, we got rid of the okay, the attic itself is filled with the typical collection of cardboard boxes and seasonal decorations. Holiday lights are strung along the ceiling, lighting up the attic in a pale yellow glow. Cardboard boxes and their contents are open, and their contents of old theater supplies and costumes lay scattered on the floor. You notice that a playbill is also laying on top. And here's what it says. Yep. You look at it.
Hmm.
He looks at you.
So what is this about the King in Yellow? Is coming up a lot lately.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a play you could watch. It's like a gate, and you could go to another one of your zones.
You know a lot about this, don't you?
No.
'Cause
Yes.
told me.
I don't know. My mind is a little sketchy, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe after we visit it, I'll remember more.
Hmm.
All right. So this Raymond Du Bois
Dun, dun, dun.
might be his father, but it's like this guy. Could be worth paying him a visit at some point. But I think maybe we should see his friend Adrian. And also, this note I found, I found the note from V to D. Not sure who D is.
What does the note say? It just says note to V from D.
Oh, it says, let me just read it out. D, I'm worried about you. You need to stop. This is dangerous. I still care about you. V. P.S. I'm still having the nightmares. Aren't you?
Mhm.
So I'm not. There's also some more. There's another note that says the signs with the letters V, comma, A.S, comma, KD, comma, Sam, and R&R. Now I'm wondering if the AS might be Adrian.
Yeah, could be.
Could be. Not sure who or what the rest of it is.
Can I go up there too and look around through the costume stuff?
Your camera's off.
I'm sorry. There was costume stuff up there, right?
Yep.
Not costume. It was more like Christmas and shit. I mean, there is a elf costume out there, but you. Unfortunately, you can't quite get up there because of your huge backpack.
While you were gone, our friend was asking us. I think he wants to go see the King in Yellow.
Why?
If this king is Raymond the boy, and it's his father, you might know where Franklin is.
Well, based on my character's knowledge of Cthulhu mythos, it probably is him.
Right.
I agree.
And-
We should go see the play. Wait, is the play even going on now?
It's always going on somewhere.
Yeah. Can we?
Everybody-
Okay.
Good and roll.
Oh, it's fine. Okay.
That's great, TJ. I like that. Freddy, outside you see a fat Sleestack walking his dog, which funnily has a little horn of its own, and some girl in a hoodie with purple hair going by in the opposite direction.
I swear, it's the second time I've seen her.
Say that again?
That's the second time I've seen that girl walking around the house.
So you're noticing a girl, huh?
There's
Walking
a
around our neighborhood.
Yeah, it's right there. Look out the window.
All right, now look out the window.
there's a glitch.
A glitch? No, a girl. Female lady.
But it's happened twice in a row. Is she going the same direction both times?
Is she loving?
No, opposite direction this time.
Opposite directions.
Why don't you
Right.
go question her?
I'm going to do that now.
As soon as Freddy pointed at her, she starts running.
Are we in the second story window?
You
Yes.
are in
Point
the
out the
second-story
window. I didn't point out the fucking window.
But you
I'm just
po-
saying,
you
go
said
look
I
there.
pointed
She's
at
there.
her. You said I pointed her. Yeah, I didn't say you raised the window and stuck your head out and went, "Hey, that's the one." You just went, "Yeah," and she went.
Do you want us to question her, Freddy?
Yeah, that's
You're still wearing a huge backpack, Tim, which will make life more awkward for you if you are doing what I think you're going to do, unless you just want to drop it with your Jesus straps.
Yeah, I just popped that off.
Yeah.
Let's see where this is at. That's
A
down.
large, heavy backpack goes boom, and you hear, "Is everything okay up there?"
Hey, yup.
The window cascades into thousands of pieces. "Oh no, my house is going to be on fire. I'll call the fire department." And right, give me a jump roll for the safe landing. You're doing the spectacular going through the glass. No damage to you at all due to your self-defenestration skill being good as a living. You're pretty much a stuntman skill at this point, and you're doing it fantastically.
Crunch.
Right. It just shows him fall into the bunch of trash and stuff. He's like, "I'm in so much pain." Roll a D6 on yourself, sir.
Oh, I know what he's doing.
It's half and half. Throwing himself through the window.